Welcome to SP Union High School and Junior College. Today we are going to discuss the next operating system, that is the Linux operating system. As we know the word Linux. Linux is the operating system which is nowadays used in many companies, that is in IT companies also and in government offices also. So this is a very popular, becoming popular operating system. Now we are going to discuss in detail what is a Linux operating system. So Linux operating system is a operating system. We have seen the role of the operating system, why the operating system requires. Now we'll discuss in detail what is the Linux operating system. It is the operating system which is developed by the Linus Torvalds and it came into existence in the year of 1991 at AT&T Bell's Laboratories, released under the GPL, that is the General Public License. So this is the main feature of the Linux operating system, that it is released under the GPL. As any other operating system, main function of Linux operating system is to manage the system resources. We can refer it as an interface between the user and the computer system. As we know that in operating system, hardware layer comes, then the operating system comes, then the user comes, means whatever the interaction between hardware and the user takes place, it is done by the with the help of the operating system. So the same role is performed here also, that is the role of the operating system is same, but there are some different feature than the Windows that we are going to see. Now GNU Linux has received a lots of success and popularity in the last 2 decades, with the most of commercial servers now using GNU Linux. Recently, home users also started using Linux as their day-to-day operating system, and popular laptop and PC manufacturers also giving GNU Linux as per a pre-installed operating system on their system, as it's free and helps in cutting overall cost. So this is the main feature, it is a free. Now as I told, it is becoming more popular that everyone now using the Linux operating system, as it is also very easy to handle, that is work with the Linux operating system, and it is now some that is the whatever the applications are there that are the Linux based also. So number of the computer also have a pre-installed operating system as a Linux. Now we'll see what is the history of the Linux development. Linus Torvalds was a student at the University of Helsinki. He was using a version of the Unix operating system called Minix. When Linus and other users found that some modifications can make the operating system even better, he and the other users sent requests for modifications and improvements to Minix creator Andrew Tannenbaum. But Andrew felt that these changes are not necessary and did not make the changes. That was the time when Linus decided to create his own operating system that would take into account users' comment and suggestions from improvement. Okay, so this operating system come as the idea of one of the student, Linus Torvalds, who decided to make a changes in Unix operating system. Changes means some modifications or improvements is there, but it is not accepted by the Andrew. Then the Linus Torvalds decided to make a changes in that and do some improvements so that the Linux operating system comes in exist. Now we discuss in detail what is that Linux operating system. As other operating system, it also consists of the different layer of the applications layers are there. So first one is the hardware layer. Hardware consists of all peripheral devices, RAM, HDD, CPU, etc. So in a hardware, whatever the hardware are there in a computer system, it comes under the layer of the hardware. Second one, kernel. It is a very important part of the operating system as core component of the operating system. For all basic input, output, management, it interacts directly with the hardware. So everyone directly interacts with the hardware through the kernel, shell or GCC, an interface between the user and the kernel, hiding the complexity of the kernel's function from the users. Okay, so whatever the interaction takes place between the user and the kernels is in a shell. Takes command from user and executes kernel's function. Next one is the application software. Utility programs giving user most of the functionality of an operating system. So whatever the application softwares are there, whatever the number of the applications we are using, each and every have that particular application software. Next one is the user, that is the system user. Who are the user? Those who uses the system. We also the system users who interact directly with the system and the application software. So we directly interact with the application software. Means suppose we open the Paint. Means Paint is the one of the application, and to execute that Paint we require that software of the Paint. So we directly interact with all these software, and all these software interaction with the help of the all these layers come, that is the kernel, shell application software with the help of the hardware. So this is the overview of the Linux operating system. System software, user process, user utility, compiler, then the system libraries come, then kernel comes, then kernel modules come, and then the hardware comes. Now we are going to see about the features of Linux. First one, Linux is network friendly. This is one of the major tests of the quality and utility of modern operating system is how well it networks. Since Linux was developed by a team of programmers over the internet. It is the main concept why it is a network friendly, because it is developed by the team who works on the internet. Its networking features were given high priority. Linux is capable of acting as client and or server to any of the popular operating system in use today. So it acts as a client also and the server also, and is quite capable of being used to run internet service providers. In fact, in southern Minnesota, all of the small local ISPs use Linux. It is also well suited to serving as a dial-in network station. Linux supports most of the major protocols and quite few of the minor ones. So whatever the protocols required, it will supported by the Linux. Its support for internet, Novell, Windows and Apple top networking have been part of the Linux kernel for some time now. With support for simple network management protocol and other services such as domain name service, Linux is also well suited to serving large networks. Okay, so that it is a network friendly. Finally, all these networking options will run quite acceptably on minimal hardware configuration. So whose have a configuration of the hardware is low, it will problem to run, but that problem is not so much. It depends on what services are needed and in what quantity. But I know that for some time, a small college in Southam ran a 556K bond leads line. Okay, so this is the features, because of we can say that the Linux is a network friendly. Then second, Linux is a multi-user. As we know, Windows is a multi-user, Linux is a multi-user, as is an implementation of Unix design philosophy, which means that it is a multi-user system from the word go. As we know, it is created or as the idea to make a modification some in Unix, so it is multi-user. This has numerous advantages even for a system where only one or two people will be using it. Security, which is necessary for protection of sensitive information, is built into Linux at selectable levels. So we can provide the security, and it is one of the most main important feature that Linux is secured. More importantly, the system is designed to a multitask. Okay, so when it is going to develop, it is considered that it should be a multitask. Whether one user is running several programs or several users are running one program, Linux is capable of managing the traffic. So it is a multi-user. Next, Linux is open. This is the important feature of Linux operating system, that it is open. Open means what? It is code is free. Perhaps most importantly, for what we are trying to accomplish with SEUL, Linux is open. That means that for the entire base system, which includes the kernel, the GNU tools and all the basic utilities, we as programmers and users have to access the source code as well as the right to modify it. So we can say that it is an open operating system. We can access that source code and we can modify it. An important aspect of open software is the ability to write kernel extensions and drivers as needed. So it is one of the most important feature of Linux operating system as it is open. Next, Linux is free. Linux is a free in two senses. In one sense, the Linux consumer is free to modify the system. Okay, as we have seen, Linux is open. There are two very popular methods for acquiring and distributing Linux, FTP and CD-ROM. Most of the major Linux distributions, Red Hat, Debian, Slackware, Caldera, are available for free download from the several popular sites. Though time consuming, it does not cost anything beyond connection charges. So in these two cases, Linux is free. So this is about the important features of the Linux, and we know as it is why it is the most popular in today's because of these features.